welcome to Kirsty and Briony's Comfort Zone.
I am Kirsty.
And I am Zagor. No, I am Briony.
Hello, Zagor. What did you do with Briony? Oh, no. Well, this is the point where we'd usually say, where we delve into each other's dreams and find out what the heck is going on. But this time, we don't have any dreams.
Yeah,
We're
for the
fresh
first
out.
time. And this is just as, it's unfortunate timing because it's like, we were like, yeah, we can go weekly with this. We're going to just keep on having the dreams, like bibbidi bib bab bub. And then we're like, oh no, we've been weekly for 1 week and our brains are empty.
The thing is, right, I feel like this month has been just a really busy month and just there's been so much life stuff happening and just the things. And when that happens, I find personally that I don't remember my dreams very much. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
that's kind of been my problem recently. I've been just, there's just been too much on my brain. So when I go to sleep, my brain's like, I'm not going to dream. I'm just going to sleep.
See, I have had some dreams, but I've just been, I think because of the heat this week, I sort of drift in and out of sleep a lot, and that has made me forget them. Like the night before last, I had what would have been an amazing dream to bring to the table, but I just woke up so like foggy and stuffy that I just didn't record it, and then I forgot half of it. But to give you an idea of the gloriousness of this dream, I was in like a medieval courtyard and suddenly these horns started sounding and I look up and this gate has opened and it was it's like horse head and the horse arms with a man's legs comes walking in, followed by like a full-on reverse centaur, followed by, and there was like, it was literally just like a parade of the centaurs, and it was like all the different variations that I've been looking up of what an inverted centaur would be.
Jesus Christ.
Just parading around the courtyard. And I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. But then I'd overslept and woken up late, so I didn't have time to record it. I had to get up and stream. And I was like, oh, I've forgotten how it ended. That's the only bit that stuck with me.
Oh.
But it was such a good dream.
What the hell happens in your brain, Briony? I would like to know.
But then last night, I had another dream that was like very classic me. And then I did the thing of falling asleep again because I wanted to carry the dream on. And then when I woke up, I'd forgotten a lot of it.
I do that all the time. Yeah, I always do that. I think, oh, that was such a good dream. I want to carry on with it. I go back to sleep and then I just don't.
All I remember is that it was like a very wrestler heavy dream.
Of course it was.
I remember that the Young Bucks were there and that Wardlow was there. And at some point, Lewis was telling me to put like, we were stood in a really big pond. Right. And Lewis was telling me to like connect these pipes up. But it was like one of those puzzles you get in puzzle games where you have to keep on like, spinning all of the pipes until they're all connected. And it was like that, and I was trying to do it, but I think he'd given me like a broken bit. And I was like, it's not going to work, Lewis, this doesn't work. And he was just like, no, you can do it.
When did you dream that?
Last night.
Oh, interesting. I was going to say maybe you were worried about the Gmod stream that we did, but this was post Gmod.
Yeah, this was just random.
Yeah. Just being scared
dreams.
of Lewis.
Yeah, it's just my ongoing fear of Lewis.
I like how we say we don't have any dreams, then as soon as we start recording, the floodgates open. Yes. Like, oh, actually, you know what? I did have a dream. I had several dreams. There were lots of reverse centaurs. And I've actually remembered one now.
Oh.
So I had a dream the other day that I was in, I don't know if it was like a campsite or a garden or something, but I think me and my family were there and we were putting up a big tent almost like a what's the word? The big square ones.
Like a yurt?
No. The ones that you put on your patio and you have a barbecue.
Oh, gazebo.
Yeah, like a gazebo. We were putting up a gazebo, but it was a big gazebo. A big gazebo. And we were putting down like the guy ropes and stuff so they wouldn't fall down or blow away. But then the wind picked up and it did start to blow away. And it was like, no. And it blew away. And then I must have just like woken up a little bit by then. But then I went back to sleep. And then I was looking after a puppy. It was a tiny little black puppy.
Aww.
And I was guarding him. And I had to protect him. And I just remember doing things like I had to do like the washing up and stuff, but I had to look after this puppy at the same time. So I'd like set him down somewhere safe and then do the washing up, and then I'd pick him back up, and I had to make sure he was okay. But other than that, I don't really remember much of the dream, which is why I think I didn't record it, because a lot of it just fell out of my brain. But yeah, that was one I had the other day. That was very cute. It was a very sweet little puppy. He was only a bubby, very small.
Aww. A little baby.
A little
I've
baby.
looked up tent in my dream book out of interest.
Yeah.
Although I guess it wasn't really a tent, but I think this might be fitting. A tent in a dream would suggest that we feel we are on the move and not able to settle down and put down roots.
Oh.
Anywhere we settle is only going to be temporary. I feel like you are doing a lot of traveling at the moment.
I am, yeah,
and
definitely.
your routine and your schedule are like slightly out of whack from your usual thing. So I wonder if that is it.
Yeah,
Your tent is blowing around everywhere because...
Maybe. Like, definitely. That's like one thing that's really been on my mind lately. Like, just the fact that my schedule is just so crazy right now and everything is weird. And like, I'm sort of torn between here and Bristol. So the whole thing about putting down roots is kind of accurate because it's like, where do I go? I'm between the two places. So yeah, it's...
Just move to Bristol, problem solved.
Just move to Bristol. I would love to. I wish I could. Maybe one day. Or hopefully, definitely one day.
It's probably as well with like your family having just moved away as well. Like even your like childhood home roots have been uprooted sort of thing. That's why your tent is blowing away.
I didn't even think about that. Oh no. Yeah, it's true. Like I don't really have anything rooting me to where I am now. I mean, my brother lives here. But other than him,
Your brother?
My brother lives nearby. But other than that, I don't really have much family here anymore. Really.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all a bit I don't know. My tent is blown away. Oh dear, I didn't think I'd find much meaning in that, but no, it's true.
It is strange how even in like the smallest of snippets of dreams, you can look it up and be like, oh, because I guess maybe it's to do with that's why those bits stick out to us because they are the meaningful bits.
Yeah, maybe. It's true.
I wonder if wrestler is in my book. Although I'm guessing wrestlers mean different things to different people. Like to me, it's obviously just a big part of what I watch in the evenings. Whereas to other people, it might be like, you know, someone wrestling with their emotions or something.
True. What about puppies? What does your book say about puppies? Or even babies? Because he was very, very small. He wasn't like newborn, but he wasn't far off it, honestly. Not far off it.
It says puppy. See animals. I would love to see animals.
I would love to.
Oh my gosh, the animal section is huge. Where am I looking? I wonder if it'd be under dog. Dog. Or is there a specific puppy? I don't think there's specific puppy.
I'm not sure.
The dreamer may recognize a faithful and constant companion, a protector, or more negatively, somebody the dreamer can't shake off and who might make trouble. Is there someone who's causing you trouble at the moment?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
No,
she keeps trying to shake me off. I keep clawing my way back in with my big puppy eyes.
I've had a little Google. Puppies in dreams. Oh, have you found something?
I found baby animals.
Oh, perfect.
The dreamer will be dealing with the childlike side of his or her personality, or possibly children known to him.
Oh.
Are you baby?
I'm my baby. I'm baby. I'm baby. I tell you what, I am going to see my niece next week. And that has just been arranged. So maybe niece is on the brain, a baby.
Yeah, you're the doggo and your niece is a puppo.
A puppo. I must protect.
What did you find about puppy?
Honestly, it's a bit broad. It's like if you dream about puppies and then it lists like 10 wildly different things. So I don't trust this website. Like it's like you're in a good place and you scroll down and it's like you're losing touch with your friends. You need self-care. Your anger is consuming you.
Oh my gosh.
If you start dreaming about black puppies, your subconscious mind sends you a serious message that should never be ignored. These indicate a fit of deep anger. What? Why would a tiny puppy be anger? That doesn't make any sense. This website is rubbish.
Dear
website. It's not good.
Another dream that I wish I had have recorded because I don't remember any of it apart from one very particular fact. I had a dream about Alan Titchmarsh the other day.
Oh no, not again.
And this is relevant because I remember when we were talking to Becky and we mentioned Alan Titchmarsh and then we were saying, let us know if you have a dream about him.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky hasn't told us if she has, but now I have. So he's managed to come back in.
He just keeps sneaking his way in. Do you remember the dream?
No, I just remember waking up and being like, Alan Titchmarsh. I think I just saw him in the street or something. I don't really remember.
He's just on the mind, always. Always thinking about Alan.
He's always there somewhere in a shrubbery.
In a shrubbery.
Shrubbery of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, to make up for the fact that we didn't have any dreams, we were going to talk about, well, did you say you'd done some reading into the history of dreams?
I had a little look and I found some articles on dreams that famous people had that like led to discoveries and creations that are like really well known now. So stuff like Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley ended up dreaming about Frankenstein. She dreamt about like a man looming over like a big, horrible, stitched together body after like I think there was like a winter and they were stuck indoors and they were telling ghost stories. And then she had this dream and woke up and wrote Frankenstein, which is pretty cool. It's super cool. Like, because I've said before about like how I love getting ideas for D&D from dreams. Like, I love the idea of dreaming about my characters and things they might do. It doesn't happen as much as I'd like, but when it does happen, I'm like, yes. So just the idea of people coming up with these like super creative concepts through dreams is super cool to me. Another one was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was also a result of a dream.
Oh.
So I think a lot of just horror stories in general, just nightmares all around, but some people wake up and go, you know what? I'm going to write that down. But yeah, there's loads of stuff. There's also like music. So Yesterday by the Beatles was dreamt up by Paul McCartney. He dreamt of like the music itself, and then they woke up and wrote the lyrics. Apparently Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones was also devised in a dream, which is really cool. So it's just wild. Like, it's just such an endless source of like creativity.
See, I wonder about that with songs. Like, I would worry if I woke up and I had like a song in my head or something, I would just assume I must have heard this somewhere. This can't have just come from my brain.
Yeah,
like
yeah, literally. I would do the same. Like, oh, this is just an earworm in my brain.
Yeah. Because wasn't there a thing with was it Stairway to Heaven or something?
Oh, maybe.
Didn't someone claim that they had come up with it, like they'd come up with the same tune independently or something? Or
I think there's a few songs like that. Like All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. That was another one that someone claimed like they wrote. There's a few songs like that. I think it's just a case of like, you know, they're just, well, Stairway to Heaven, not so much. I was going to say it's like a easy thing to sing about something like Christmas, blah, blah, blah. But Stairway to Heaven's a bit more abstract.
Yeah.
So maybe not. But yeah, but there are also, like, aside from the creative stuff, there's also like scientific stuff that people have, I say discovered, but like thought of in dreams.
Wasn't there? Did Einstein dream about relativity or something?
Yeah, so apparently Einstein dreamt of relativity. I don't know how true this is because there's also a book called Einstein's Dreams, which is I think it's a fiction. Yeah, it's a fiction. It's a fan fiction of Einstein. And I did come across one like website like it was dedicated to dreams and stuff that was like, oh yeah, so his dreams are very well documented in this book, Einstein's Dreams. And I Googled it and it was fiction. And I was just like, okay. but apparently he did dream of relativity. He was telling a farmer about cows being surrounded by an electric fence, but the farmer saw something different. And then Einstein woke up with the realization that the same event could vary from different perspectives, and the theory of relativity was born. So that's that. He dreamt about some cows, and bam, relativity, baby.
I'm going to look up
are you gonna
cows in the animal section just to see what he was actually dreaming about.
See, he just thought, oh, this is definitely something scientific, but really he was dreaming about how much he wanted a nice cold glass of milk.
Well, it says the eternal feminine, especially the mother or mother figure, is often depicted by the cow. Oh, this is partly because it provides milk and nourishment.
So he did want a glass of milk.
Yeah, thank goodness Freud wasn't there to just be like, no, it's not that, it's this.
Einstein, shut up. You were just dreaming about your mother. Nothing about relativity. What even is that? Oh my goodness. There was also another one that I found super cool was the structure of the atom. Like something as important as like the model of an atom. Like it's just such a big thing. Was dreamt up in 1922. I'm gonna say his name completely wrong, but Niels Bohr? Niels Bohr? I don't have to say his name. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry to anyone that is Danish. But he was having a little sleep, and he was dreaming about basically like the solar system, essentially like planets attached to pieces of string circling around the sun.
Yeah.
And then he woke up and he was like, atoms.
Oh
basically tiny solar systems, which they kind of are.
Are we not doing enough with our dreams?
I feel like we're not now. I feel a bit.
I'm just using it to meet wrestlers that I like, and maybe I mean,
who's to say that Einstein didn't do that though? Honestly,
true.
Yeah, he's probably he's dreaming about relativity in one dream, then the next dream he's like, hell yeah, gonna meet my favorite wrestler. I'm gonna jump in the ring and wrestle with him. Oh yes, we're gonna take in a nice big glass of milk while I do it.
I found a thing that said the first dream recordings that we know of come from the Babylonians, who recorded and interpreted their dreams on stone tablets.
Oh.
Imagine if we had to do that every time you woke up. You're just there chipping away at your stone tablets.
Yeah, just like, give me a minute. I can't come down for breakfast yet. I need to record my dream.
I don't want to forget this.
Oh, I was looking as well before I started looking at like discoveries made through dreams. I was looking at like the way that different sort of civilizations saw dreams. So I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head because I don't have the webpage up anymore. But so in like medieval times, it was thought that like dreams were the devil trying to get into your brain and corrupt you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And in Egyptian times, apparently people that could interpret dreams were often like hired by leaders to help them interpret like their dreams because they thought that the leaders' dreams would be like, you know, messages to help them, I don't know, lead their civilization better, sort of thing. So people who interpreted dreams were actually like seen in really high regard.
That would have been us.
So that would have been us, yeah, exactly. We're very good at interpreting dreams. If you didn't know that already, it's true.
See, a lot of the dreams that are sent in like Greek mythology are, well, a lot of it was like the gods couldn't really be bothered to just go and talk to the people, so they'd just send them a message in their dream. And but they were often quite misleading things. So it would be things like, you know, I want them to lose the war, so I'll send them a dream about them winning the war by doing this thing that will actually be disastrous. And then they'd be like, I have had this God-sent dream. We must do this. I foresee it now. We've got to do this. And then they'd do this and be like, oh my gosh, we've done it wrong somehow.
Oh my God.
This just goes to show you probably don't base serious decisions on your dreams, maybe.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. I wonder how many like empires have fallen because of a dodgy dream, you know? It's like, I dreamt we should do this. We should attack from the flank because my dream said so. And then everything goes tits up. And it's just, oh no. Who sent that message? It was wrong. Oh. But I've had a little Google and I've found quite an early dream. I don't know how accurate this is because, you know, well, believe it or not, sometimes people lie on the internet. Sometimes.
What?
Sometimes, but it's hard
Not
to tell.
though.
Not us, no. But a very early, it says the earliest recorded dream, but I don't know how accurate this is. But it was a Sumerian king, sometime around 2500 BC, and they dreamt an eagle seizes a lamb from the sheepfold. A falcon catches a sparrow on the reed fence. The cup lies on its side. Dumuzi lives no more. I don't know who Dumuzi is. Oh, it's the king. This is the guy that dreamed. So he dreamt that he died.
Oh.
The sheepfold is given to the winds. So this was a kind of a spooky dream. He dreamt that all of his animals were being snatched up and that he died. So it was recorded and translated for us. But apparently, it says on this webpage, he told his sister about this dream, and the sister's advice: some bad shit's about to go down. So yeah, this is very, very accurate, very reliable website. But yeah, it's kind of that sort of thing, right? So they're imagining that something terrible is going to happen. Imagine this king then puts all of their resources into defending themselves and like, you know, maybe they funnel the money for their citizens into military and everyone starts to starve and everyone dies. Like, imagine if something like that happened all because of a dream. Like,
Yeah.
how many times do you think that this has happened because of just, you know, your brain going a bit crazy when you go to sleep? It's mad to think about.
I feel like that is also a common thing with Greek mythology and prophecies. If they have a prophecy that's like the typical one is, you will be killed by your grandson. So the king is like, right, I must kill my grandson because then he can't kill me. And then by setting in motion this chain of events whereby like the grandson ends up having to be like rushed out of the city, and then they form this big like revenge plan because they've tried to kill, and then it just sets into motion the thing actually happening. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy just by believing it.
Exactly.
So I wonder how many of those sorts of things have been caused by dreams as well. Just people being like, well, I must avoid this happening.
And then you just make it happen. Well done.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
In reality, if you were just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just be really nice to my grandson, maybe you'd avoid it.
That's it. Like, why do people jump to, I need to kill them right now? They're going to kill me. I need to kill them. No, just be nice to them. I'm going to win them over with kindness, and they'll never want to kill me.
Yeah. It's like with Oedipus. Like that pretty much all happened because he tried to go to such like lengths to not marry his mother that he ended up setting in motion the course of action that ended with him marrying his mother. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dear oh dear.
Dear oh dear. At the end of the day, we all just accidentally end up marrying our mother, according to Freud anyway. So. I'm just looking at other like dreams that have been recorded. There are not apparently, for sure, there are tons of dreams in the Bible as well. In Genesis, a pharaoh dreams of 7 sickly cows devouring 7 handsome cows. And even sickly ears of grain devouring 7 handsome ears of grain. He calls in Joseph, who brushes aside the sycophantic necromancers. What? And lets the pharaoh know that Egypt's in for 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. There we go. So that's one that's in the Bible. 7 handsome cows get eaten.
Oh dear.
Very handsome cows. Beautiful, beautiful cows. And in receiving that warning, the pharaoh actually ends up marrying one of the handsome cows.
Oh.
That's not true. That doesn't happen.
The other thing I was thinking that we could maybe talk about, as we never really get a chance to talk about it, is snuggly nighttime routines. Do you have anything in particular that, like, is there a particular routine that you can have that you think helps you to dream more? Or have you noticed that sort of thing affecting your dreams?
I tend to do the same thing every night. And I don't know that it affects my dreams much. I think the things that affect my dreams more is like what I do in the day and how tired I am as a result.
Yeah.
But at night, I tend to, I stay up ridiculously late playing video games for one. And then I will take my makeup off if I need to. I will brush my teeth and I'll get in bed and I will, it's not very healthy or cozy, but I will play, I have a couple of mobile games on my phone that I play only before I go to bed. But I don't play them in the day. I'm just like, right, bedtime. I'm just going to do my thing on my phone and then I'll be ready for bed. So I will sit there and I will do like a couple of levels of that and just chill and cuddle tabs.
Aww.
And then I go sleep. But that's generally it. I don't have a very special nighttime routine, really. I just play games on my phone. I play Pokemon Shuffle, and then I go to sleep. Oh dear. What about you? I used to have more of a routine when I had my rats, because I would before bed they were awake, so I would get them out for like an hour and let them run around my bedroom. And then I would feed them, and then I would get ready for bed myself, and then like the rest of my routine sort of happened. So they gave me a little bit more of a nighttime routine, but I don't have my babies anymore. So.
I used to have that with Squeak because she would wake up at sort of the same time every night, so get her out for an hour, and that would be part of like the winding down for the night routine.
Yeah,
just be to like sit with her while she caused chaos.
No. I wish.
I found a list that is how to have better dreams. It's a 12-step guide to having better dreams. So see if we do any of these. 1, get enough quality sleep. Do you get enough quality sleep?
I definitely get enough sleep, that's for sure. I sleep from like 2 till about 10, so yeah, about 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Within this, it says, try to make bedtime and wake up time the same every day. Keep your bedroom at a comfortable temperature. Turn off all lights, including night lights. Turn glowing clocks away from your field of vision. When sleep eludes you, don't lie around looking at the clock. Get out of bed and do something relaxing. Go back to bed when you start feeling sleepy. Now, that is a good one, I would say, because I very much can't have any sort of like lights in the room. I'm very sensitive to it. So I could never have like a digital clock, or I have to cover up if there's ever like a charging light on the phone or something. I have to have my phone face down so I can't see it. But recently, there's been a street light that's been shining through our curtains. I think maybe that is what's causing me to stay awake a bit. I think I need to get thick
blackout curtains or something.
Curtains, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Keeping
kind of the opposite with like sleeping. I'm very much like my dad. I can just sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
I just like most of the time, like I'm out and about and I'm like, I could just sit down and go to sleep right now. I don't mind really about light, or like if there's like flashing lights that would annoy me, but just lights in general I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Like the other day I had my dad over and I gave him my bed and I slept on the sofa. So I was in my living room and I have big windows and very thin curtains, so it got light very quickly. But nope, I was still asleep all night. So yeah, I am definitely the opposite in that regard.
I've been having some trouble sleeping recently, and I basically had to like get to the point where I was falling asleep on the sofa and then go upstairs and get into bed, because if I got into bed I would just lie awake for hours. And I started watching this TV show that was like suitably like trash, that I wasn't invested and I could fall asleep to it. And on the first night I was like, this is great. I was so sleepy. I watched like 2 episodes and I didn't see any of it because I was just falling asleep, and I got into bed, had a wonderful night's sleep. It was lovely. The next night, tried to do the same, listened out to the TV show a bit, got a little bit invested.
Oh,
now
no.
I can't sleep to it because I actually sort of am like, sort of not fully invested, but I know the characters and I'm just like, oh no, I need to find more trash.
More trash. Do you find that you can fall asleep to music?
No, I can fall asleep to audiobooks because the voices, if I have them turned down quite low so I can vaguely hear it, but it's a bit of a strain to hear it, that sends me to sleep. But music, I'll just like, it will just carry my thoughts and I'll just carry on thinking.
Oh jeez. I often listen to music to fall asleep. Like, I think we're completely different sleep-wise. We just have polar opposite sleeping habits.
What are we gonna do when we share a bed?
I know. What are we gonna do? You'll just have to wear ear defenders or something.
Oh no.
And
I've started listening to a podcast to get to sleep now, actually, which is why I don't mind when people say that they fall asleep to this, because I'm like, that is a good sign for me. I long for podcasts I can fall asleep to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I used to do it with streams as well, like people's streams I would fall asleep to. And I've had people in my chats as well say like, oh, sorry, I had a nap, I fell asleep. And I'm just like, yep, I do that.
I had such a good nap to Tom and Ben's Tiny Team stream. It was so cozy, and I was
bet
just
that was
there.
cozy. Both
like-
of them are just so chill. It would be so easy to fall asleep.
Yeah. They should do a podcast.
They should. They should.
I got to the point where I was considering asking Rydian just to record himself reading a story just so I could listen to it to fall asleep.
Oh.
Just because he's got such a lovely voice as well.
Rydian has got a lovely voice. You know what they need to do? They just need to do like a Yogscast storybook.
Yeah.
There's a big audiobook. Just for Briony, not for anyone else. Just give it to Briony.
Very
So Briony can
exclusive.
sleep.
Because the problem is with some audiobooks, like I'm so picky with what will actually make me go to sleep. Like, it tends to be, for some reason, I struggle to fall asleep to American accents. So it tends to have to be like, usually like a British, something like Philip Pullman. When he reads his own stories, he has a very calming voice.
Yeah.
But then you also get a lot of audiobooks where, like in the first book of his Dark Materials, because it's narrated by Philip Pullman, but then it also has the characters have their own voices, and there's a lot of like acting in it as well. It's not just reading the lines.
Okay.
And there's one scene that's quite, like, no spoilies, but it's quite horrific. And then there's just this character that's just screaming. And I didn't realize that they'd done it to that extent. And I woke up in the middle of the night, in the middle of this scene, just like,
Just
what is
screaming.
happening?
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
In the same way that I used to really like listening to the very old school Lord of the Rings BBC recordings. I grew up with those on tape. And I went to listen to them again because I had such fond memories. And like the opening bit is, I think it's when they're like trying to get information out of Gollum.
Oh, geez.
And I found it terrifying. I was like, why did I like this so much as a child?
Oh
so
my
yeah, I
God.
can't listen to that. So I have to listen to very specific things.
Yeah.
Because anything too acted will also. There's one thing that's really that I've got these recordings of like Jane Austen adaptations, and the actual acting in it is so good. But for some reason, at the beginning and end of every chapter, they have these little music sound bites that are about 3 times louder than the talking.
Oh, that's the worst.
So
That
all of a
is-
sudden, there's like one
Yeah.
of them. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's not Mansfield Park, but it's one of them. And the story itself, or maybe it's Persuasion, but the story itself is like quite calm. And then the music in between is dun 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 dun. And every time I wake up, just like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Oh, my God.
Having just nodded off, I'm like, please, just put something calm and quiet in between if you have to have something.
I was going to recommend a podcast, but then I remembered that it's a horror podcast, so you probably wouldn't fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a podcast called The Magnus Archives, which is very good. A friend of mine
Oh.
recommended it to me.
Alex listens to that, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, I listened to a ton of it. I don't think I'm caught up now, but I used to listen to it while I was at work, just constantly. And it's really good. And it is just people like talking and acting, and I could easily fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
But it is a horror podcast.
It's like when I was staying around a friend's house once and I said that I need audiobooks to get to sleep, and he put on War of the Worlds. I was like, this is not calming to fall asleep to.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness.
Number 2 in the list is exercise.
Oh, God.
Getting regular exercise during the day can help you fall asleep better at night. Keep in mind that if you do exercise too close to bedtime, you might actually have trouble winding down and falling asleep. So I guess just daytime exercise.
I think just aiming to do exercise in general is probably an improvement for me, because all of my work is centered around the PC. So
Yeah.
I don't often get to. But I can see that would absolutely make you sleep better.
It's just getting into the habit of it at first, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like I have so many like games and stuff that could help. Like I've got Ring Fit, I've got like the new Wii Fit, but no, I've got Wii Fit, I've got like the Switch Sports, I've got Wii Sports, I've got all of those which get you up and moving, but I just haven't played them. But I should. Ring Fit in particular is very good for getting you up and about.
Oh my gosh, Ring Fit it's tough, deceptively
it's so tough. Yeah. Like you do like one level and you're like,
it's the only time I've ever exercised and I've actually shouted out, "Oh God," during exercise. I was just like, this is tough.
Oh God. Oh jeez. I definitely need to get back on like the Ring Fit or like the new Switch Sports is like super good. It is so much fun. And it does like get you up and about and like moving a little bit. Like it's not like a massive workout, obviously, but it is movement and it's very fun.
Does it have the boxing guy from the Wii Sports?
I think so.
Right, left, right.
Right.
All right, let's do this together.
It's Matt, isn't it? Matt's the boxing one from Wii Sports. He's I'm sure his name's Matt. I think he's in it. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember, but I hope so because he's iconic. He is an icon. We love Matt.
This is going to be a big one for us, I feel. 3, dedicate a sleep zone. Clear your bedroom of clutter. Remove the TV, computers, smartphones, and other electrics that glow and beep. If you must have a workspace in your bedroom, use a room divider to keep it out of sight at bedtime. Make your bedroom a sanctuary from the outside world.
Honestly, I think we both do that pretty well.
I'm quite bad for scrolling in bed, though.
Other than scrolling, yeah. I am definitely a scroller in bed and a Pokemon shuffler. But I mean, and my room is cluttered. But other than that, I don't work from my bedroom, and
it was something I really struggled with at uni because I just had my room, and so I had to and my room was so cold that I tended to do all of my work in bed as well. I would put my laptop and snuggle into bed, just pop it on my lap.
Yeah.
And that
I did a lot of my work in bed at uni as well. There was this one tiny little box room. It was basically a bed and a desk. And we had like a little ensuite and that was it. Yeah. And I remember writing my dissertation in bed and but my room was very hot because our radiators were ridiculous. So it was always too hot. Yeah, that was not a very good environment for sleeping well.
I literally did my final uni project on insomnia because it got so bad I was like, well, do it about what you know, I guess.
Oh, no.
So I was just up taking photographs at like 3 a.m, like, this is when I work now.
Oh, well, that's a good way of, making the best of it.
Yeah.
I remember the last day before my dissertation was due in, I stayed up all night just finishing it. And just, actually, no, I didn't. I stayed up a relatively late, probably like 3 or 4. And I thought, right, I'll have a little nap because I've been at this for hours and hours and hours. So I had a nap and I woke up at like 6:30 and it was due in at like 10 or 11. And I was like, okay, now I've got the morning to write more. Oh my God, it was awful. Uni was just awful.
Yeah. Speaking of stress, number 4 is de-stress before bed. Take the hour before bedtime to de-stress with whatever relaxes you, such as meditation or deep breathing, aromatherapy, taking a bath, or reading.
Or Pokemon Shuffle.
During this hour, avoid work, strenuous exercise, eating and drinking, or screen time.
But I like screen time.
That is my
screen
meditation.
Time relaxes me. How else am I going to catch Pikachu?
Number 5 is skip the nightcap. Alcohol makes you sleepy at first, but interferes with your sleep cycle. With alcohol in your system, you're more likely to have vivid dreams and nightmares.
Oh.
Jeez.
Honestly, yeah, I get that. Like, I had a dream once, like after a night with pals, I had a very sort of vivid dream where I just disassociated. I was looking down on myself completely separate from my body.
Yeah.
but I was just looking at my life. And in my brain, I was just like, I am not that person. I don't know who that is. And like, I just completely cut off from like myself. It was a very, very weird dream. Really strange. And I woke up and I was like, is this real life?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like dreams when you're like drunk or anything else can be very like weird and vivid, and like I find as well after if I've been drinking, I'll dream about drinking water because drinking alcohol dehydrates you so much. Like I will often have dreams where I'm like, I'm so thirsty, I need a drink. Like, and I dream that I'm drinking water, and I wake up and I'm like, I'm thirsty, I need more water. So that's something that happens to me a lot when I've
your body just being like, please,
please hydrate me.
So I'm gonna smash through a couple because I want to get to 11, which is the one I think we're gonna both like. So there's change your sleep position. If you're prone to unpleasant dreams, try changing your usual sleep position. I mean, that seems tough to just change your sleep position.
I feel like that would make it worse.
Yeah, because you have your like cozy.
You sleep in that position because it's comfortable and you're used to it, you know?
Yeah. A 2012 study found that sleeping on your stomach may promote dreams of sexual or persecutory material. What does that mean?
Oh, jeez.
A person with persecutory delusions is unable to recognize reality. Don't you sleep on your stomach?
No, I don't. I sleep on my side.
Okay.
I tend to sort of go fetal position on my side.
Okay.
I can sleep on my stomach, but I don't generally. And I never sleep on my back.
Yeah. If ever you have like a cold or something, or like when I had my wisdom teeth out and I had to sleep on my back, I was just like,
What's the next one?
Well, this is a curious thing, but going back to the sleep position, a small 2004 study showed people who sleep on their left side have more nightmares than people who sleep on their right side. How strange is that? Is that to do with, I wonder...
I feel like that is... Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I feel like they're not related. But it's
a spurious correlation.
It happens to be that people who have the most nightmares sleep on their left-hand side. But I don't think it's like a cause and effect thing.
I was wondering if it's one of those things where, isn't there like the logic side of the brain and the creative side of the brain? And if you're maybe like, there's loads of things that are like, if you do this, then you think more with this side of the brain. And I wonder if it's one of those things that like...
Maybe. Is that real though? Is that not a myth? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
Is left and right brain a thing? It is a myth. Apparently, we have different personalities and talents. There's no reason to believe these differences can be explained by the dominance of one half of the brain over the other half.
Oh.
There hasn't been any evidence of left or right dominance in the brain.
I thought it was one of those things that when I did psychology many, many moons ago, you were told that if people look to the left when they're telling a story, it means they're making it up because they're looking towards the creative side of their brain.
Oh my God. I have heard that. It was like if they look up and right, they're lying. If they look left, they're trying to think, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not machines. That's not how it works.
It's not L.A. Noire. Like, no. there's no hard and fast rules. Okay, eat foods with melatonin. Nuts, cereal, legumes, mushrooms. Try melatonin supplements. Manage anxiety is number 9. I mean, that seems like just a good thing to do anyway.
Just manage your anxiety, forehead.
The researchers also suggested cognitive behavioral therapy can help people with anxiety to reduce bad dreams. Oh, that sounds nice.
fair.
10, create a dream journal. Do you know, that is interesting, though, because I have seen a few comments on our podcast of people saying that listening to the podcast has helped them remember their dreams more.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that is sort of the same thing that a dream journal would do, is just making you... it says, this exercise may help you connect your dreams to real-life situations. Confronting the issues in your waking life may help improve your dream life.
That's basically what we do here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, 11. Take up virtual gaming. According to a 2019 study, playing physically interactive games was positively correlated with lucid and lucid control dream frequency. Overall gameplay makes it more likely that game content will make its way into your dreams and may increase lucid dreaming. This is also known as the Tetris effect. Ooh. So there you go.
There's one to look up for next time.
By gaming, we're actually helping our dreams.
We're actually helping to create content for the podcast.
Yeah.
We didn't game enough. That's the problem this week.
True.
Not enough gaming.
I had a dream the other day where... Did I record this or did I mention it? I can't remember. I remember I had the dream where I was able to pause it.
Oh, yeah, you did say about that.
But I had another dream where... Oh! I think I actually might have had a dream where I flew for the first time.
Ooh,
But
nice.
it was because of playing Gmod and flying around in that.
Oh, cool.
So I don't think I was controlling the dreaming, the flying, but I think I was dreaming from that sort of perspective because of just having spent like 3 hours flying around in Gmod.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And I think I did have another dream where I was aware that I was in a dream.
Oh, really?
But I can't remember what I did in order to wake up from it. There was something where I was like, oh, this is a dream, I'll just do this. And I've not been trying to lucid dream at all. It just seems I just seem to be very like dream aware at the moment. But number 12 is practice lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is when you know you're in a dream while you're at it. And you can learn how to lucid dream by training yourself to test reality in a dream. You can gain certain amount of control over how it goes and how you react to it. I don't think that would help me have better dreams, though. I sort of like not really having
the random
control.
aspect of dreams.
Yeah.
It's nice not knowing what's going to come next. Although I would like to have like a lucid dream, like a proper lucid dream at some point, just to see what it's like. You know?
Yeah. I did have a comment on the podcast the other day saying, I wonder if Briony ever met an elephant. And I did not. I have still not met an elephant in my dreams.
Oh, one day you will meet your elephant.
If I ever do have one lucid dream, that can be
That's
it.
the one. Oh.
Well, we managed to ramble on for a good time, despite not having had any dreams.
We managed to ramble on for an entire hour, almost, with no dreams. That's pretty good going.
I hope people don't feel shortchanged.
Yeah, sorry everyone. Our brains just haven't been doing their jobs.
Well,
but we'll be sure to dream up some dreams for next time.
I've been having bad dreams recently, and it's not the sort of bad dreams that it's like, oh, it was a little bit spooky. It's just like, no, this is really worrying.
Oh,
I want to talk about this.
I don't want to talk about it.
So yeah.
Well, hopefully next time we'll have some happy dreams for everyone.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Back to our usual goofy self, and hopefully we can grab a guest again soon.
Yeah, that would be great. We're due another guest, so hopefully we can get someone to come and chat some poop with us.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask everybody listening, if you've managed to last this long listening to our podcast, if you're here, are there ever times when you don't have dreams? And do you know what causes it? Are you too busy? Or are you stressed? Or what? Because I personally find that it's because I'm busy or stressed. Both.
Well, now if people have had that, we've given them 12 handy steps to improve.
Yeah, there we go. Improve your sleep and your dreams with our lovely podcast.
And if you use any of those, let us know. Let us know if your dreams have improved or if your sleep has improved.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Kirsty.
Thank you, Briony.
Thank you, everyone who's listened as well.
Yes, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.